Well, good morning, all my aspiring YouTubers. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday, Monday. As expected, mine was a little crazy, and I didn't get a chance to publish yesterday's morning motivation video until, I don't know, like 11:30 last night. So I apologize about that, but yeah, crazy day yesterday. But you know, it's kind of all part of it. You have to work around the times that you have. And I just didn't have time to finish it until late. It was almost done, but had to put finishing touches on it. So I hope you found that vidIQ information helpful, because that's really an amazing program. I was actually in it last night after I published this, and I realized that the thumbnail for yesterday is not that great. I'm going to actually redo it today. Again, thumbnails is something I am not that good at. I struggle with thumbnails. So, you know, it's not too, but that's okay. You know, it's all a learning process, and I just keep learning. But one thing I wanted to talk about this morning is about value. And what I mean by that is your voice and your experiences have value. You know, when I was a younger lad, a younger guy, you know, getting started, you know, in this world, and learning my way through it, and of course making all the awesome mistakes that you make when you're starting out as a young 20-something. I made mistakes. I didn't have a great direction in my life, and it was just poor planning on my part and being very short-sighted in what my future actually held and where I was going. So it ended up creating, situations where I didn't make the money I should have made. I didn't get into profession I should have gotten into. I should have been in technology all along, right out of high school, because I love technology. I used to spend hours after school at a local Apple store that had, the new Apple IIs and all that. I used to play, Wolfenstein on the computers and talk to the computer guy that owned the store, and I loved it. And I should have recognized that aptitude and that passion for technology, and I should have been in it a long time ago. Now, granted, that would mean I would probably be an Apple user right now instead of an Android user, but, that's okay. I don't have anything against the Apple hardware and such. I just don't like their software. I think their software is too restrictive and confining, although I will say over the last 2 or 3 iOS releases, they are beginning to implement a lot of the features that Android has had for years that I liked. The ability of customizing your home screens and things like that. But at any rate, this isn't a technology vlog. But I would have ended up being in technology a long time ago, but it was just lack of direction, lack of forethought, lack of insight, and lack of motivation, really, because to be honest with you, I struggled in certain areas in high school, in certain subjects. And so consequently, when I was getting to the end of my high school years, I didn't want to go back to school. I had a very negative outlook on education as far as going to a college to learn something. I liked learning, and I had no problem learning. I wanted to learn new things, but I didn't want to go back into that school setting because it just, I don't know, it didn't appeal to me. But again, hindsight, that was the wrong way to think. If there's anybody here that's watching that's, starting out, you're in your early, mid-20s, don't do that. Think about what your future is going to hold and where you want to go, the things you want to do, and the things you want to accomplish. And make whatever path you need to make that happen. My son, who is now 26 or 27, I think he's 27 this year, he frustrated me in his high school years because he just was lazy, didn't want to do homework, and he kept telling me, you know, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. But when he got into his sophomore year, he set a path for himself. He's like, I want to do this. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. And I'm like, all right, go for it. The only problem is he's stricken with his dad's poor eyesight. Now, the Navy allows you to do eye surgery, and you can, you know, have a certain period of time, and you can, you know, you could be a Navy SEAL, but of course you still have to go through and be accepted to BUDS and all that stuff. But my point is, he set a path, and he ended up going in the military. He was in the Navy for 5 years, and he didn't get accepted to BUDS. Of course, he wasn't able to get the eye surgery, but he did have the same aptitude I have for technology, and he did get into the Navy in a technology type role. That after 5 years of being in the Navy, and he's now has some great certificates and degrees and things that he got in the Navy that would be tens of thousands of dollars in the public sector. He gets out of the Navy and goes into a six-figure job like that in his mid-20s. And I'm just, wow. You know, that's what having a path does for you. That's what having vision and foresight does for you, is it allows you to set goals and paths that will help you and enable you to set and meet the goals you have. You know, that's he did that, and I'm so proud of him for that, because I lacked that at his age. Now, not to say I would have got out of, you know, college into a six-figure job. Things are a lot different now than they were then, but I would have been into the technology realm a long time ago. The whole point is, all your experiences, whether it's like my son who, you know, is now doing amazingly well in his mid-20s, or if it's someone like me who's doing amazingly well now in his mid-50s, all those experiences, and your voice has value. So, you know, this channel is all about helping people that are 40, 50, 60 create a new path, set new goals, and achieve them by using YouTube as a medium of doing that. YouTube is just a tool to get you where you want to go, right? So I want to encourage you that if you're still like confused of the process, or you're just nervous about starting, just start. And I promise you, the more you do it, the easier it's going to be, and the better at it you're going to be. And then you're going to be finding whatever process that you have that's going to make things easy for you. You're going to find your niche, and you can be successful, and YouTube can make you money. You know, I've been at this a year. I got monetized in January of this year. And now, while I'm not making, you know, thousands of dollars, this channel here, since I changed to this more of a vlog style, has exponentially grown over the last, I don't know, month or two, which is fantastic. You know, it just goes to show you that, you know, if you start one way, you can always pivot. You know, not necessarily change your niche. I didn't change the niche of this channel. I just changed and pivoted how I was making content on this channel. And I felt like it was more important just to talk, you know, just to be a human being and just talk to you and say, hey, you can do it. You know, here's how you do it. I can help you do it. This channel is now growing. Actually, in some ways better than my tech channel. So that's fantastic. Now they're both growing, which is awesome. You know, I've made affiliate sales. I make AdSense revenue. Again, it's in the hundreds of dollars. It's not in the thousands of dollars, but you don't start from zero and go straight to, you know, $10,000 a month or something like that. You got to start somewhere, and it's growth. And you continue to learn and improve your craft and your skills, and then you'll be where you want to be. You can do it. It doesn't matter your niche. There's people out there that want to watch your content. But the only way they're going to watch your content is if you record your content. So, you know, grab the camera and hit that record button. If all you have is your cell phone, use your cell phone. If you don't even have an extra, mic, just use the mic on the phone. The only thing I want to make sure and caution you for is when you're recording, just make sure you're not covering the mic and that it's, test your audio, test your video, and make sure it's, clear, and then go for it. Just do it. There's so many people out there that are just doing it on their phones, and that's how they start. You can start that way too. Fortunately, I was able to, upgrade my audio and things like that because I think audio is really important. Well, I learned, I should say, that audio is really important, more so than the video, because people will listen to a video sometimes without actually watching it. And that sounds odd, but it's true. I mean, my analytics show that. And a lot of people will do closed caption. They'll be watching it in an environment they don't want their sound on, so they'll be watching your video and reading the closed caption of the video. So at any rate, it's important to just start. And what you have to say has value. Your experiences have value. And your experiences and how you present them is going to be important to somebody. Somebody's going to watch your content and go, wow, thank you so much for making this video. It really helped me a lot. I know you're probably thinking, no, probably not. Not me, or not my content, or not my niche. Well, yeah, I get those kind of words of encouragement all the time. People saying, yeah, I found your content to be extremely helpful to me. And it really gives me encouragement to keep moving and to actually want to get on YouTube. I'm just not sure how to start or where to start. Well, I can help with that. Just, hit me up in the comments section and I can help with that. There's links in my description to a couple PDFs that are extremely helpful. One is just a simple PDF that goes over how to find your niche, and it also gives you examples of the top 5 niches on YouTube that are profitable and, growing. So you can look at that and determine which niche your content fits in. If it doesn't fit in any of those top ones, that's okay. It doesn't mean don't do it. There's tons of growing niches out there, different things people are doing. And so just find what best fits what you want and stick to that. Don't mix niches up. Don't mix content up. Don't put travel on a tech channel, or vice versa, or don't do cooking on a travel channel. The other PDF is called Lights, Camera, Action. It's about how to create a YouTube channel. It's a very simple step-by-step guide that just goes over the basics of creating a YouTube channel, getting it kind of set up and the foundation to get started. So go download those, print them, save them to your computer, put them on your phone. They're just simple PDFs. It's a great starting point. Easy to follow guides. People can't watch your content if you're not recording it. Is today really hump day? I meant to ask that. I don't know, because, it's a short week, because it's Wednesday. I don't know. I'm going to call it hump day, middle of the week. So today I want to encourage you that if you haven't started, just start. Get some ideas in your head, write them down, download those PDFs, which are extremely helpful and can kind of guide you to get started. Grab your phone, your GoPro, your DSLR, whatever kind of camera you have, and hit record. So your homework for hump day is to get out there and crush it. Hit that record button and just do it. I appreciate all you guys. Don't forget to hit that like. It sure tells the old YouTube algorithm that you're enjoying the content, and I really greatly appreciate it. And yeah, go crush it. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.